love is here to stay. I'm so grateful that that is true. That love is the only thing that is eternal. And it never ends and it never goes away. Everything else passes away. Everything else changes. Everything else will fall away except our love. Because our love is here to stay. And our love is here to bless the world. Our love is here to grow and become more abundant in our lives. The Bible says, love your neighbor as yourself. But first we might have to learn to love ourselves. Right? Love your neighbor as yourself. But I'd like to read a little bit from my favorite Bible scriptures, 1 John chapter 4. Just to get us started, give us a premise, give us a foundational text to take our message from today. Beloved, let us love one another. That's pretty simple. For love is of God, and everyone that loves is born of God and knows God. For he that loves not doesn't know God, for God is love. So, beloved, if God so loved us, we ought also to love one another. Even the tall guy that put the podium up really high here. Thanks, but I love you guys so much. God loves us, so we have to love one another. No, nobody has seen God at any time with these eyes, right? No one has seen God at any time. But if we love one another, God dwells in us, and we dwell in God. And this is my favorite part. God's love is perfected in us. It's perfected right here and now in us. I really like that part because we are the masterpiece of God that's being painted right now. It's being created right now. It's a creative process. It's not stagnant. It's moving. And so we have known and believed the love that God has for us because God is love. And he that dwells in God dwells in love. And God dwells in you. That's incredible. That's incredible. Herein is our love made perfect, that we may have boldness in the day of judgment. I like to say we may have boldness in the day of our judgments. That we may have courage in the days when we find ourselves judging to stop doing that and turn back to love. Because as he is, so are we in this world. It's amazing that that's been written and we've been saying it for 2,000 years and we try to turn it into something else. As God is, so are we in this world. And if we're not that, we're literally going against our own nature. We're literally opposing our own reality. We're hurting ourselves. There's no fear in love, but perfect love casts out the fear. Because fear has torment, and he that's in fear cannot be made perfect in love. Because the fear is blocking your awareness of that love. If a man says, I love God and hates his brother, what is he? A liar. Thank you. Thank you. For who can say he loves his brother whom he has seen? How can he love a God whom he has not seen? That's incredible. I'll say that again because I read it wrong. If a man says, I love God and hates his brother, he's a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he has seen, how can he love God whom he has not seen? So this is the commandment we have. That he who loves God or says he loves God loves his brother also. Because if you're loving your brother and your sister, then you're loving everything. You're loving the source of them, and therefore you're able to love yourself. That's the most important part, is that if I don't see God in you, I'm not going to be able to see it in me. I think that's really an important aspect. If you're looking for someone to be your Valentine, look inside. You're right. Look to the Christ within you. Look to the God within you. Listen to the Christ within you. Listen to that voice telling you that it loves you. All the Christ within is ever asking is, will you be my Valentine? Will you just let me love you? Will you receive the flowers and let me cook your dinner and give you all the love of God? Can you just, I'm going to give you the universe. All you have to do is say yes. Will you be my Valentine? Yes, I will. Thank you. I will be your Valentine. I read something the other day. It said, stop pushing so hard on the door to happiness. It opens inward. We're pushing on that door. We think it's going to open. Yeah. Receptivity. Open up yourself. Let it in. The door opens inward. We've been pushing in the wrong direction. We're going and trying to find happiness out there. We're trying to change the world and say, I'll be happy when this and this happens. And when it doesn't happen, we're devastated. And we'll say, well, I'll be happy when this happens. And we go to the next thing. Oh, that didn't happen. I'm not happy. Well, maybe this will happen and then I'll be happy. That doesn't happen either. And then what if it does happen and you're happy for like 2 seconds? Right? That happens a lot. Well, as soon as I get to this place, I'm going to be happy. And you push and push and you arrive at that place and you go, what's next? Like it didn't bring you the happiness. It didn't fill that void. And so if the door to happiness opens inward, so does the door to love, I believe, also opens inward. If we don't love ourselves, we'll never love another person. If we don't love ourselves, we'll always be in this futile search for happiness somewhere out there. If we don't love ourselves, we're going to be looking for love in all the wrong places, as the old country song goes. I thought of that because I was watching A Star is Born last night. And I love the character in that movie. You know, the realness of that music. And I remembered that song, looking for love in all the wrong places. Because that's what we do. We go out and we look for love. No, the door to love opens inward. If we don't love ourselves, we're always going to be trying to fill that void in our hearts with people, places, and things. We'll always be looking where it is not. We'll be pushing on that door in vain, thinking that it opens outward and that we're going to find that love out there. But if we go within, we're going to find our authentic self. We're going to find that which we truly are. We're going to find that perfect, loving being that we are within us. And then we might be able to love another. And I always, and I know this from deep experience, I did not find my perfect relationship here on earth until I loved myself totally and gave up the idea that somebody else is going to give me happiness. I found happiness within me, and I found it so deep within me that I found another person who also was happy with herself. And so we naturally found each other walking on the path beside each other, not lacking anything, but having something to give. And that's all of our relationships. We should be walking together, having something to give to each other. And our combined energies together has really something to give to the world. That's why we need to stick together. That's why we need to go within first to find it. If we go within and find that authentic self, that perfect, loving being within us, sometimes referred to as the Christ, will find the one that always loves us. Always. No matter how much you've judged yourself in the past, no matter how much you have appealed to your ego, no matter how much you think you've gone wrong, no matter how unlovable you think you are because of past things that have been said to you, you can go within and find that one voice that's telling you the truth. So I actually want to do that today. You're going to find that one perfect voice, the Christ within, that will always love you perfectly, completely, unconditionally, always and forever. Are you ready? Okay, Carol, will you help me? We're going to pass out some mirrors. Oh God, they say. I don't want to do this. I'm not going to look at myself. Oh my goodness. The first reaction that you have. No, I'm not just doing it to brush my teeth and to check my makeup. Yeah, how's my hair? Where did it go? Oh my God, I didn't notice. I don't have much hair left here. I got a couple up there. Wait, I found one. All right, so y'all got a mirror? Okay, yes? You got it? All right, so you guys out there, if you don't have a mirror, take your iPad and your phone, go to the bathroom mirror. Look at anything that's reflective. Turn off your TV. You can look at that screen. You can get a reflection. All right, here we go. Are you ready? All right. I want you to look into this mirror, and I want you to tell yourself a couple of things. First of all, I see you. Look into those eyes. Come on, Jack, get your mirror. Look into those eyes. I see you. I see you. You're a beautiful, shining being. I see you. Who's speaking now? I see you. I love you. You're looking good. You're looking good. All right. Okay. Now, you are enough. Say that to yourself. You are enough. You are beautiful. There you go. Look right into those eyes. You are beautiful. You are strong. You are magnificent. And you are perfect just the way you are. Will you be my Valentine? All right. Thank you. We did it. Good job, guys. Good job. So now you're having a conversation with your true self. The one that knows who you are, that you're beautiful, that you're magnificent, that you're perfect just the way you are. That yes, you're a work in progress, but you're a masterpiece at the same time. That God's love is being perfected in us. It's needing to be perfected in our experience. The universe is already perfect, but what I've done is I've taken that perfect universe and I've misunderstood it, I've mischaracterized it, and I've misidentified myself. And now I need to tell myself that I love you, that you're perfect just the way you are. You never did anything wrong. You did the best you could at the level of consciousness that you had in that moment. Even if that moment was just 5 minutes ago, when I was beating myself up for the microphone not working or something like that, let that go. Because I'm perfect just the way I am. And I'm progressing. I love in the 12-step program, we said we don't claim spiritual perfection. We claim spiritual progress. Thank you. Progress. And so that's an amazing thing. I just want to be better than the person I was yesterday. I just want to do the next right thing. And you always know what that is. There's something within you that's telling you what that next right thing is. And that's how God's love is perfected in our experience, is that we are living by principle, that we are living in a way that we are truly loving ourselves. We're giving ourselves the room to grow. If we hold ourselves in our past mistakes, we're just going to be there in the past. That past is over. And you're not going to fix that mistake by going back there. You're going to fix that mistake by being a new person today. By deciding, no, I can do it differently now. I can choose again in this moment who and what I want to be. And today, I want to be my own Valentine. Today, I want the Christ within me to speak to me. You may hear other voices, but gently tell those other voices, not now. I'm having a conversation with the Christ. Having a conversation with my true self. Not now. This is my conversation. Having a romantic moment with the Christ here. Right? I am loving the Christ within me and allowing the Christ within me to show me who I truly am, to show me that love that I am. Perhaps we want to say, I want to listen to God within me right now. Whatever other voices are coming up, whatever voices of judgment are coming up in you, just say, not now. I'm having a conversation with the Christ. I want to listen to the voice for God. And let those other voices diminish. Thank you, but not now. Thank you, but I'm where I want to be. Whatever helps you focus on the voice for love within you, just do that. So now that we've gotten in touch with who truly loves us, I suggest we listen to that voice more often. I suggest that we follow that voice more often. And remember, the one who loves us is the one who loves everyone else equally. Just because I'm being loved doesn't mean you're not. I don't have to feel guilty for accepting the love of the universe, of the love of my friends, of the love of my family, the love of my community, and the love of God. I don't have to feel guilty for accepting love, for wanting to experience more of this love in the world, and for being determined to express this love in the world. And being honest enough to say, if you're not doing that, you're not expressing God. You're a liar. Yet the only possibility of coming into the true experience of who you are is to listen to that voice for love and express that love. First to yourself, then to the ones around you, and then to the world. So now that we've gotten in touch with that, remember often that the one who loves you and loves everyone else is within. And now we can be the mirror for each other. When I don't have this mirror to say, oh, I see you. Wow, there you are. There's the light. I can say, oh, I see you. There you are. There's the light. There's the Christ. There's the God love that I am feeling within me, mirrored back to me. You're showing me myself when you're loving. And when the world looks unloving, it's showing me the false idea I had about myself. And I can say, that's not me anymore. That's not who I am. I am the Christ within me. And I'm determined to listen to that voice. We can be the mirror for each other. And we can simply fall into that great mystery of love together, here and now. The native peoples, all indigenous peoples actually had this idea. There was Father Sky and Mother Earth, Father, Mother, God. But then beyond that was the great mystery, was the thing that you couldn't name, was the great power of the universe that you cannot understand with human concepts. But it's not beyond our experiencing it. We may not be able to label it, define it within the confines of our concepts, but we can experience it. How do we do that? 1 John just told me. If we love one another, God dwells in us, and that love is perfected in us. Because as that great mystery is, so are we in this world, right here and right now, today. So I'd like to read you, in closing, this wonderful poem I shared with Kathy the other day on the podcast. It just fell out of one of my books. It's called The Hidden Mystery. And there's no author ascribed to it. It's just from the website weboflove.org. The Hidden Mystery. In the deepest depths of you and me, in the deepest depths of we, lies the most beautiful jewel, shining forth eternally. Within that precious jewel, within that priceless piece of we, lies a time beyond time, lies a place beyond space. Within that sacred source of radiance lies a love beyond all love, waiting ever so patiently, waiting for you, waiting for me, waiting patiently for all to see the beauty that is inside of you, you inside of me, the beauty that is me inside of thee. In the deepest depths of you and me, in the deepest depths of we, lies the love and wisdom of all eternity. Happy Valentine's Day, my loves. I love you.
You have been watching the message from our Sunday celebration service here at Unity on Cape Cod, providing a positive path for spiritual living. Please join us every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. at 147 Walton Ave, Hyannis, Mass., and visit us online at unityoncapecod.org. This video was made possible in part through a grant from Unity Worldwide Ministries and the Templeton Foundation.